Have you been getting the aftercare you need? Have you really? I want you to take a moment and think about that for real. Alright? Even if you're not physically going out there and sleeping with people, online interactions stir up a lot of really, really crazy emotions. Alright? And fooling around online, it's not just viruses you gotta worry about catching, it's feelings too. And if you're flirting with people and you're doing things online, are you getting the aftercare you need? Are you giving the aftercare that they need? Because we all need it. And look, don't get me wrong, I totally understand. The degradation and the dirty talk, it hits different in the moment. It really does. I get it, right? Like sometimes all that, nothing but a hole, nothing but a dumpster, this or that, it hits different. And in the moment, it's you know? But after sex, or outside of sex, how often are you told that none of that stuff is true? That you're worth so much more than that? How often are you told that you're beautiful, or that you have a heart of gold, or that you're just a lovely person, or that you light up a room, or that we love having you around, or any of the other nice things that you want to hear about yourself that aren't sex related? I think part of the reason degradation is such a thing is because we feel like that's what we deserve. And because we feel like that's what we deserve, we subconsciously seek that in our sex lives, right? And so there's this perception of, this is all I deserve, so it's fine that they're calling me these things, and it's fine that they don't tell me that I'm worth more than that after we're done. It's fine if I'm left face down in a puddle, you know. But is it really? And the person that did that to you, is it really fine for them? I can only speak for myself regarding this, and I'm not proud to admit it, but per their request, I say plenty of different things in the act, a lot of different things, and I do a lot of different things that maybe I'm not even necessarily comfortable with, or maybe subconsciously I'm really uncomfortable with it, but I do it anyway because in the moment it feels okay, it feels fine, and I don't even realize what sort of damage I'm doing to myself or that person. You know, lasting trauma, right? And I've left girls in puddles. And is it fine? It wasn't okay. It wasn't fine that I didn't provide aftercare to some of the people that I've been with in the past. And it wasn't fine that they didn't provide aftercare to me either. You know? This whole mentality of like, because I mean, I would get calls and texts and just the you up fucking texts, you know? And what do they want me to do? Pound them into the mattress until they're unconscious? Can do. But it left me feeling like that was the only thing that I was good for. And I'm sure that it left them feeling like all they were good for was their body as well. And it's just not true. This is just something that has been consistently on my mind. Because doing what I do, I'm constantly exposed to content from other creators, you know, like adult creators, sex workers, and whatnot. And I'm exposed to the fans of my content, and sort of I get to see their mentality on full display. And they're in a very, very delicate place, and I feel compelled to provide for them the aftercare that maybe they've been missing in their sex life, in their love life, and just say that, look, you are so much more than your body and sex and everything. All of those awful things that you get your partner to do or say to or for you in the act, as great as it feels during the act, if there's no aftercare, all you're left with after the fact, after they've gone home or you've gone home, all you're left with is the awful stuff. And you've got no comfort to counteract that. And so what's rattling around in your fucking brain? All the awful shit. All the awful shit that they said to you. Even if you told them to fucking say it, it just sticks in your fucking brain. And you start to believe it. I know I did. And so it's extremely important to find someone that you love and trust. Someone that you give aftercare to and get it from. This all sort of bleeds into the next natural subject here, which is seeking validation. So the whole lack of aftercare and subsequently feeling used or feeling like all I was good for was sex, all of that led me to seek validation. And how did I do that? By having sex with people. If I couldn't have sex with them, what did I do? I sent them videos. I sent them nudes. You know, that's what you do in that sort of situation when you're seeking validation and you can't actually access them physically. So people have been asking to send me nudes. A lot of people. Believe me, I understand why you would want to. And I'm not just saying that. And I'm not saying that as like, of course you'd want to send me nudes. Like, why wouldn't you? I'm amazing. No, not even anything to do with that. You want validation from someone that you hold in high regard. That's always what it is. And the one way that you can think of to get that, or the easiest way that you can think of to get that, is by doing what you're good at, using your body, doing what people have basically told you you're good at, using your body. You're worth more than that. You're worth so much more than that. There's always this feeling of like, oh, I want this person's attention. I want them to like me. I want them to compliment me. And historically, this has been what I do to get it. And that thing is either I have sex with them or I send them videos and then I have sex with them. That's been just... that's my fucking track record. And so I get it. And people say, no, it's not an attention thing. No, it's not this or it's not that. Yeah, it is. And you're doing the one thing that you know can get you attention because it's worked for you in the past. And I'm telling you, please, from the bottom of my heart, don't do that. You're worth so much more, and you don't need to do that at all. And I've said it before, right? And it's actually part of my rules on Discord. Don't send me nudes, don't send me lewds, don't use me for validation. It's not what I'm here for, and I don't want anyone feeling preyed upon or taken advantage of or used, because The thing is, like, if you send me stuff like that and you don't get the response you were looking for, then you feel used, and you feel like all that aftercare that you were missing and all that stuff that was telling you that you're worthless and that all you're good for is your body and all that stuff. So now suddenly there's this doubt in your mind. That doubt creeps in, and suddenly, oh shit, now I'm not even good enough for that. It's not true. It's not true. And nudes aren't gonna make me like you more. I can't give you the validation that you're looking for. I can give you comfort, and I can give you advice, and I can be here for you in so many other ways. That said, I am a man. Everything's working downstairs. I'm an actual human. And so when people send me things like that, or offer to send me things like that, you better fucking believe it's hard to resist. But I feel morally obligated to resist because I'm a creator, and I'm in this position of power and influence, and people feel compelled to send things. They feel pressured to do so because they want to get closer to me. They want my attention. They want my eyes on them. And it's so easy to turn that from just them wanting something into me preying upon their insecurity. And I never, ever fucking want that to happen. Ever. And of course, there is the nature of my content too. My content is sexual. My interactions with people and my fans and whatnot. Fans, I fucking hate that word. It's typically going to be sexual in nature. And so naturally that leads people to being H-word. And when they're H-word, what do? They want to get some of that sexual validation. And how do they do that? They decide, you know what? I'm just gonna send a video of playing with my cat. And first of all, nice. But second of all, like, come on. I would love to just get to know you. First, at least. This brings me to my final point. There is a reason that I tend to slip a little bit of affirmation and love and affection and praise into my darker content, my more hardcore content. The reason I do that is because I don't want anything to be entirely negative. I don't want that tone to be what you're left with after you finish listening to my audios. And even if you're doing something with your long distance relationship partner on the internet, if you're not getting aftercare, you're going to end up seeking validation from other people in various very unhealthy ways. Don't do that. Alright? I'm here for you. I love you. Okay? Oh shit, I almost forgot. One final thing about people asking to send me nudes, and that's Link snoring really hard. One final point about that. When you ask if you can send me nudes, you put me in a position where I now have to reject you. And it's either I accept and you might end up feeling used, or I reject you and you end up feeling unappealing, undesirable, unattractive, whatever the case may be. You feel rejected, and I'm the one that had to reject you. So please, like, don't put me in that position, because I love you and I care about you a lot. And I don't want to reject you. I don't ever want to reject you, but I have to.